Hi guys, thank you so much for taking time to watch all the videos I've been putting out there regarding this channel, My Red is Beautiful. Thank you for taking time to just listen, and I hope the videos have been very informative. But before we get into the video, or rather before we get into knowing how to get your fibroids detected, if you suspect that obviously you have fibroids, I just want to really appreciate Mags and Brews for having us here today to shoot the video. Currently enjoying one of my favorite green smoothies that comes from them, the green smoothie. So I'm on this very healthy eating craze because, guys, as I've told you, fibroids are caused by a hormonal imbalance. So I'm trying to really make sure that everything that gets into my body definitely heals. So my foods, whatever I eat, needs to help me heal and not to increase, or rather make my hormones get all over, be all over the place rather. So today we are going to talk about how to detect fibroids. So if you watched last week's video, I talked about the symptoms around fibroids. That was from overbleeding, heavy blotting, and all that stuff. So yeah, you have all these symptoms, you suspect you have fibroids, right? So what's the next step? What do you do? You'll have to see your gyna. If you don't have a gyna, you can consult probably your sister, your mother, or you can go to any fertility clinic or fertility hospital, or any hospital, and ask for a gyna. That's the best way to start. So you've spotted a gynecologist, obstetrician, and you are ready to go have that chat with him or her. So yeah, I have these symptoms, I'm bleeding, bloating, overbleeding, I'm very bloated, heavy, I'm experiencing heavy clots during my menses. So all these symptoms are right on your face probably, and you're explaining to them. The first thing that they'd want to do is to do a pelvic exam, where they'll ask you to sleep on the doctor's bed, right? I'm sure you know it, not a very comfortable bed, but yeah. So the doctor will normally put on his or her gloves and just try to put pressure on your lower abdomen, that is on your lower stomach. They'll try to sort of push it in to just see if your uterus is bulky, because with fibroids growing, especially if you have more than one, also depending on the size of the fibroids, because you could, for example, just have one, but they're as big as 10 centimeters or as big as the size of a football or a watermelon. So they'll want to put pressure on your lower abdomen so that they can get to see how big or how bulky your uterus is. And also just to see how many you have. Sometimes your fibroids could be many but tiny. You could have multiple, like my case, I have multiple fibroids, but they are very tiny. So he would just want to just have a slight idea of how your uterus feels like by doing that. So don't get alarmed when he does it's called a pelvic exam, and tries to put pressure there. The other thing, if he notices any irregularities, or I don't know if I've shrubbed the Kikuyu in me, irregularities. I said it. Okay, guys. If he notices or she notices any irregularities in your womb or your uterus, they will then ask you to go for an ultrasound. An ultrasound normally is done by a radiologist in a hospital lab. So they will send you there and ask that you do this test, this ultrasound test. There are two ways of doing it. Normally they'll use they'll either insert something that looks like a long stick of sorts inside your vagina. That's called a TRANS-VAGINAL ultrasound, where they'll put it inside your vagina. It almost feels like having for those who have had sex before, it feels like someone has put their dick inside you. That's what it feels like. Actually, they even put a condom on top of it, if I can be a little bit graphic. So they put it inside your vagina and they try to see what is happening inside your uterus. So that way they can be able to detect the number of fibroids you have, the size of the fibroids you have, and whether you need immediate medical attention. By medical attention, I mean, do you need a surgery? Do you need to just be supervised, depending on where the fibroids are located? I talked about types of fibroids in, I think, 2 weeks ago. So please go check out that video if you didn't. I talked about the types of fibroids. So depending on the type of fibroids you have, then they will either ask for you to go get a surgery, or they will want to just leave you as you are and just have a look at you and monitor. So your doctor would be best suited to advise what next. So I hope this was enlightening rather. Join me in my next video next week, where I will be talking about how to, okay, so you've detected that you have fibroids. Now what next? You know, the types of surgeries, or rather the type of treatments that are out there for fibroids, if they've gotten to a point where they need to be removed rather. So yeah, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Once again, I'm at Mags and Brews. If you guys want to come over for a cup of tea, or you want to come out for a date night with your husband or boyfriend, or you want to come and have a meal, feel free to come in and have a meal. They're at Marsabit Plaza on Gong Road, on the very ground floor. So yeah, feel free to come and enjoy your bitings or whatever it is, as I continue enjoying my green smoothie. So guys, till next time, so good. Till next time, take care. Please go get your fibroids detected in case you suspect you have fibroids. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you love this content. If it's educating you, informing you, and enlightening you, please do. Bye.